Alright. It looks like we're about to go live.
Your humor and grace lift us all.
And here we are. What's happening, everybody? JayShockblast here. And we're about to play some Marvel Heroes Omega. We've got Storm here as Pestilence. And we're going to do some things, man. We're going to have a good time. What's happening, Humongous? Sup, dog? What's happening, Archer White? Psycho Duck? Repulsive Knot? Bloop Beep? And all the other people that are joining. We're about to do the thing. And, whoops. We'll go ahead and open up and create a public session. We are going to go ahead and do this. What's happening, Joe Bruno? What's happening, Hopocus 112, Daniel Pimentel,
convincing my dad to let me go with you guys, Gene.
Jimby Nimby, and Star Tours. We're going to go ahead and get this ball rolling. So we have Storm is the Horseman of Pestilence. And she's even got like a little, you can see right on her forehead, she's got a little antenna or whatever you want to call it. So, what's happening, Dark Wolfie? Thank you for loving my videos. What's happening, Nate Milo? What's happening, Vero Villagomez? Cost Flow Effect, Killer Monster. First thing we're going to do is...
call me Warren.
I think I'm at high enough level to go ahead and do the event. So we're going to go to Northern Egypt and we're going to do the event first. So what's happening? Peter the Cave Spider.
Today, you cease to be.
Storm on magic action. Acid Rain. Got her special power, which is Acid Rain. I like it. Like it a lot. Oh. I am very underpowered. I forgot that I have like no gear whatsoever. So, yeah, I'm not doing Lego Worlds right now. I just made my video for that earlier. Maybe later on we'll do a stream for Lego Worlds. Once all the content that came out comes onto the Xbox One, maybe I'll do it then. But right now we're gonna do some Marvel Heroes Omega. Now we're fighting Jean Grey's death. I literally have 0 gear whatsoever, so I'm doing like minimal damage. You beat my high score on Transformers. Which Transformers? I haven't played a Transformers game in a little bit, so... Alright, we're up to level 16. You know what? I gotta do this. I have no gear whatsoever. I didn't want to pop a box, but we're gonna have to do that thing. Ooh, perfect. Just unlock that one. When Lego Marvel comes out, will I play it? Of course. I play every Lego game. I'm actually going to be playing Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 in New York City in a couple days. I'm going down to New York Comic Con. So we're gonna get a chance to play it again. I hope they have a new demo. That would be awesome. What's happening, Carlos Pedro? Got that living tribunal here. Whoa! Oh, now that I actually have weapons, I'm like beasting through. I had like 0 gear whatsoever up until that point, so it was a little harder than it needed to be. A little storm on storm action right here. Storm synergy with Iceman gives a 10% damage boost. Wasn't Iceman like already kind of easy mode? He was already pretty easy. Alright, so... Kinky. What's happening, Kenneth Bronson? Welcome to the stream. On Transformer Rise of the Darkspark? Oh man, I haven't played that game in so long. You know, I'll be honest with you guys. Oh, I almost forgot my chest. I'll be honest with you guys. I forget just how many hits I get from Transformer games. It's pretty crazy. I would say out of all the games that I have, the Transformer games are the ones that like consistently get that'll pretty much get like a lot of like repetitive older hits. So J.U. dog. Yeah. A little storm on stormy action. You know how we do. Alright, none of this is any good for me. No artifacts. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and keep this ball rolling.
Hell's Kitchen. All I want is for this
Hardcore no gear playthrough. Seriously, right? Is it okay if you call me J-Man? Sure, I don't care. Pretty easygoing guy.
Fury said I should expect you.
Just here to have a little bit of fizzon. Yeah, man, people do love Transformers. Neutron Sky ready for that Nova Omega Prestige. I just want Nova to glow, but it looks like Hulk is going to be next on the Omega Prestige bandwagon. Ba-doop.
Another challenge awaits.
Alright, I'm not going to bother picking that stuff up. Did I check out the Inhuman show yet? Yeah, I did. I meant to do a review on it. I would give it a 5 out of 10. And I don't... Like, I like the Inhumans, but I don't think it works as a TV show. I don't think this show is as bad as everybody made it out to be. I just think they very much expect you to know who everybody is and what they're doing. Like, if you don't know anything about Maximus and that he's always basically trying to, like, usurp his brother, it's going to be a problem. I think Black Bolt, I've always thought Black Bolt is a very flawed character to have as like a lead in the actual any show. That's why when they announced there was going to be an Inhumans movie and Vin Diesel was supposed to play Black Bolt, I thought it was dumb because like they're miscasting him basically for a second time, and I guess it's the benefit of him doing Groot and not being visible because. Like, you have him voicing Groot, and literally all he's saying is, I am Groot. With the one-time differentiation of, we are Groot. So he says the same thing over and over again, and you're basically paying Vin Diesel to do that. Which is fine. That's what they can do, just to be able to say, hey, yeah, Vin Diesel is in the movie. He's Groot. But, you know, when you're doing Vin Diesel as Black Bolt, you're also taking away, like, his ability to be a part of the dialogue because he can't, like, Black Bolt can't talk, you know? Like, that's why he's so flawed, and that's why, like, the sign language, you know, from an accessibility standpoint, cool. You know, you've got a character in a major show doing sign language, and he's showing that he can be the leader even though he can't speak, you know, he has to do sign language. But, I mean, is that really something that's interesting becomes the question. And I don't think it is. I don't think Black Bolt's interesting to watch on a TV show. So that's kind of like my biggest issue is, you know, how do you make Black Bolt interesting without giving him like some kind of a muzzle that allows him to talk while like harnessing the energy that he puts out, you know? I don't know if you can really make him that interesting. Like from a power standpoint, he's very interesting. From a comic book standpoint, he's very interesting because you don't need him to have dialogue to make him interesting. But when you're relying on it on a TV show, it's hard. I think Medusa and Maximus were great. I don't have enough that I can really say about Triton. I don't love Karnak, and I don't love Gorgon. Crystal, I think they kind of nailed, and Lockjaw is pretty cool. So I don't know. It's a 5 out of 10. 8 Milo, a generous 5 out of 10. So anyway, that's what I have to say there. Yeah, I think our Coldfire has a point. I would have preferred Kamala Khan TV series with an Inhuman royal family acting as support. I think that is a great point. I think they would have been a great addition to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and using Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to transition, because this is the last season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and apparently ABC wanted to cancel it sooner. But I think transitioning Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. into like an Inhumans show that focused on all sorts of Inhumans and using the royal family kind of as a background would have been great. But focusing on the royal family is where the problem is, I think. And I agree with you completely there. Kamala Khan and whoever else they want to put in there. I feel like Kamala Khan is definitely a character that they should be focusing on, just because both female and Muslim. I feel like that's a really great character to showcase when we're trying to make things more inclusive and trying to like involve, you know, more people, if you will. And I'm completely behind that. I don't know. I just feel like I completely agree. There's a number of ways they could have gone at it, and I don't hate the show. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing what happens next. I think they kind of screwed up Orin. I don't remember her being able to like regenerate, and she definitely doesn't look like Orin does in the comics, but I don't know. So wow, Orlando just got Nova to Omega. Sorry, while I was on my little spiel, I wasn't following chat because it was distracted, but that's crazy. I haven't even got Nova to Cosmic. So what costume do you think will drop with Omega Hulk pack? Do you think an Enhanced Red Hulk? I do not think an Enhanced Red Hulk is possible yet. I know that it's a costume that they want to do and that they're working on, and I just don't think. I don't think they're just going to be like, surprise, Cosmic Red Hulk, you know? I don't know that they're necessarily going to add a new costume. I think they might just do the World War Hulk costume, personally. Have I heard of Carnum? Yep. Yep, he was created by TT Games for the new game. You think they will add a Thor Ragnarok skin for Odin's son or Thor? I do. I absolutely guarantee it. I don't know when they're going to do Omega Hulk, though. You know, that's the ultimate question. Or if maybe that was just an error, maybe they have that, you know, that screen ready for every character. So I don't know, you know.
Truly, you had no hope of victory.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, so Hulk. Hold on, let me just see if it's still there. I don't know if I can do this here. Did I go buy it? Alright, hold on. Hold on, give me 1 second to go back to Tower. Carnage is already confirmed for LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. So Carnage and Venom are both going to be in it. Hold on, let me just do this one thing real quick. That's a really good point, Psycho Duck. There is going to be a Halloween loot box, and it is going to include Gambit as Death as one of the costumes. I don't know what else they're going to have in it quite yet, but I do think Toxin would be a great choice. That is a great observation and point
I
and
cannot do
choice
that.
for sure. But no, they've already announced Carnage. So the reason why I came back up to Tower is if we go to Hulk right now, and they may have updated this. But I made a video about this. Maybe you already saw it. But if we go into Hulk, and then we go into skills, then we go to traits, it shows the Omega right here. So he's the only character like that, though, that isn't already in Omega. So, like, if I were to go to Thor,
Hulk smash Flame Skull Man's teeth in. See if Hulk cares.
My hammer is ready.
if I go to Thor, he does not have the traits yet. So, we'll see what happens.
Beauty and power are yours to command, fair wonder.
There is much to do.
They should rename the game Marvel Villains to celebrate Halloween and add a ton of villains. I like that.
Long time no see.
What about Quicksilver? And Speed? I think Lego Marvel knows. I think that TT Games knows that the Speedsters are a favorite. So I think you will have Speedsters. I just don't know who. Oh, that's a... I agree with you. The Thunderbolts Punisher is one of my favorite. I completely am on for that. I think they had teased at one point that there was going to be like some kind of a villain pack. Like, I don't know if that's still on or if that's still a thing, but
Save my wrath for those who earn it.
I would be interested to see what happens there. Halloween seems like it's the perfect time to have a villain theme. So, what about Curse and Lego Marvel 2? I don't see why not, but we'll see. I mean, there's going to be an Asgard area of Chronopolis, so I can't imagine them, leaving him out. Oh, look at that. We got natural iodine in the game with us right now. Didn't even see that. Oh, Green Goblin's a great choice. I agree with you completely. I actually am embarrassed I didn't think of Green Goblin. See, my prediction was Carnage, because Carnage is still pretty new. The only reason I would say Green Goblin maybe not is because I don't know that there's really a character like him. But, definitely a Green Goblin, Carnage, Doctor Doom, Magneto pack. Like, I bet they would sell the crud out of those. I just want to play as Carnage here. I love Carnage on PC, and I feel like he really translates well onto console.
I hope your skills are as sharp as your charms, Everett. Hear the thunder of destruction.
No, you mean like the Punisher as War Machine costume? I'm not a big fan of War Machine in this game, but I would love that costume. That costume has to happen. Like, I agree with you completely, Joe, on that. I don't love playing War Machine. I don't hate War Machine. He's kind of a middle of the pack. I've decided once Black Bolt drops... Oh, no. I'm going to be at New York Comic Con when Black Bolt drops. No. Well, I'll be back on Friday for Black Bolt. My plan is I'm gonna be in New York City for New York Comic Con on Thursday and Friday, and I'm gonna drive back after the Lego Marvel panel on Friday. So the Lego Marvel panel is at 12:30, and I'll drive back. It's about a 4 to 5 hour drive home for me. So I'll probably do a stream at like 8 or 9 o'clock. Wow, that was fast. I'll probably do a stream at like 8 or 9 o'clock on that Friday. Dang. Astro said they want to do it on Twitter and they need to find a place for it in the schedule. Yeah, he's a huge War Machine and Iron Man fan, so if anybody's going to do it, it's him. Or want to do it, it's him. Well, thanks for stopping by, Jimby Nimby. Appreciate you. Hope you are enjoying your first live stream. I am honestly going to New York Comic Con for 2 reasons. Well, maybe 3 reasons. Number 1, I want to see all the new stuff. I've always wanted to go. Number 2, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. And number 3, to get all the collectible Funko Pops.
Maybe I'll come back here when I'm not so busy.
I mean, I'm staying at a place called Yotel, which I believe is near near the Javits Center. And I mean, once the show's over, I'm gonna have nothing to do. So I mean, I'll be looking to get dinner at some point. I'm obviously probably just gonna stay around the Javits Center area and the Times Square area. But I'm gonna be looking to get dinner. The Patriots are on, so I mean, I'll probably hang out somewhere watching the game. So I mean, if you're in the area, I'd absolutely meet up with anybody. And if you're at New York Comic Con, absolutely hit me up. You know. Do I have Spider-Girl in the PC version? Yes. Spider-Man has a Superior Spider-Man enhanced costume on PC. I feel like there's so much they could do with Spider-Man that they haven't done yet.
Your meddling ends now.
Huh. That was fast. Oh, we got another person in here now. Who is it? DJ?
I bid you welcome.
Alright, level 30.
Just thought I'd mention the fact that you may see a lot of you around here. That's a big part of why we're...
I would be fine with them just making a 2099 costume and not even changing the voice. 2099 was the kind of the first one that came to mind in that case.
Good to see you here.
That's definitely a costume they need to get to.
Hello, mon ami.
All right. Just got to do a little bit of upgrading of the gear real quick.
Okay.
Join me for some target practice?
Alright, let's clear out my gear here real quick. What's happening, hero? I'm not doing bad. How about yourself, buddy? I go to him instinctively.
I guess you'll have to do.
What's happening, Parker Smith? Can I do a Spider-Girl live stream? Not until it's on console, to be honest with you. I do already have a Spider-Girl video. So if you just go into my my channel and search for Spider-Girl, it should bring it up for you. I'm glad to hear you're doing really well. And yeah, you're excited for Superior Spider-Man. When Superior Spider-Man was going on in the comics, absolutely despised it. I really did not. I was one of those people that just did not like the storyline. I don't know. That's just me. Now that it's over, it's kind of like whatever. Look at everybody just kind of hanging out here. We got Trabra, we got DJ, and we're gonna go ahead and
Let's make this quick.
let's go ahead and do the Egypt event again. There is actually a Hydra agent as a team up. It's not specifically Bob, but it is a Hydra agent. The legendary I have equipped on Storm Armed Darkness is a specific legendary for her. Hold on. It is the Stormcaster. And these are the things that it does. So, what's happening, Valber? Yeah, honestly, you feel that way because I haven't been streaming as much lately. And that's on me. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it for a little while, so I kind of took a break. But now I'm trying to get back into it. So, our team up's coming to console, hopefully. They need to just sort out whether or not it's gonna, deteriorate the quality, the gameplay quality of the game. They want to make sure that the game can handle it. So I don't know. I hope so. I don't know what would hold it back or not, but I'm hoping. I love team ups. And I'm sure they certainly want to make more money, I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, team-ups means more money, right? You can't unbind Stormcaster from Storm. That makes sense, though. It's unique to her, so... I get what you're saying. This isn't a Peter Parker story. It's an Otto Octavius story. I get what you're saying. The premise behind it, though, to me, just made it so far-fetched, Like, oh, he just magically shifted, Like, I didn't really buy it. That was my biggest issue.
Kitty, I am proud of the...
Yeah, I just don't know behind the game how they optimize it, Like, they've definitely done a great job so far. Like, I feel like the game definitely plays a lot better. There are less instances where everything has to catch up, so... Oh, no! Oh, no. I learned that the hard way. I was going to put it on Iceman for the 15%. Reset the legendary. Ouch. That's one of the 2 achievements I do not have in this game. Is getting a legendary fully leveled and passing Cosmic Trial. I don't necessarily disagree with Dark Wolfie.
Hey, I was headmaster of the school.
Do I know who the next character is after Black Bolt? I do not. I should just start a rumor, though. I should just be like, yo, Emma Frost is coming next. That would, like, trigger so many people when she doesn't. I hope Emma Frost never comes to console. She's awful. If I had to place a guess, it's going to be a villain. It's not... Yeah, Vision... I mean, I don't think it's going to be Vision. If I had to guess, it's going to be a villain. And it's going to be around Halloween. You're awful. Somebody just heard my Emma comment. You know what? I don't have anything against Emma Frost in general. I just think she's the worst character in this game. I literally enjoy playing her the absolute least in this game. Heard it here first. J-Leaks. How's Loki? Loki's pretty cool. See, Loki to me is another great choice for a Halloween character. That's why I kind of like at some point they sort of teased doing like a villain pack, like bringing a couple villains all over at once, and I feel like Halloween is the perfect time to do it. I haven't played her in a while, Valber, I'll be honest with you. I just have not played her in a while. I've never enjoyed playing with her. But you know what? I mean, there's a lot of people that love playing as her, obviously, since they're all begging for her. I get it. It's just not for me. I was probably trying to play her as melee, to be honest. Do I play on PlayStation? I mean, I do, but like, I'm so invested in my characters. Yeah, I never do the Rhino fight, man. Oh, Valbs. Not that way. I'm just so invested in getting all my characters advanced on Xbox. I know that I've been neglecting PlayStation, and I apologize. I'm an Xbox guy. I don't apologize for that. I need to do some more on PlayStation. I completely agree with that. When we do, when I do the Magik stream, I'll do that on PlayStation. God, I can't wait. The X is going to be out in like a month. Can you believe it? I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get my Xbox One X. And at that point in time, the Xbox One X will be the best console on the market, hands down. Like, there will be no more like debates. The Xbox will once again have the best hardware on the market. What they do with it, another story. If I'm not touching Cuphead again until it does get online co-op. because I'm never gonna have like somebody playing next to me. Hey, what's up, Jamel B? Oh, I definitely have a bigger community following on PlayStation, and that's the biggest reason why I need to stop neglecting it. I don't dispute that at all. And the PlayStation community is not necessarily just about me. It's about the game in general too. Like, I know that it's my name and everything, but that's just really to kind of bring it all together. It's really about the game more than anything, and my hope that using my name would help bring people together and get them to play together. That was my biggest hope for that, you know. Dude, Cuphead, I rage quit so hard. 8 Milo is there. Dude, once they get it on... I think the game has to be played on co-op. I would absolutely play it with you if there's multiplayer co-op, where we can do it online and everything. I got so frustrated and just instantly uninstalled. I couldn't... It's not a good game to stream, especially by yourself. Ark Survival? I don't know. Maybe. There's just so many games. You know what? I don't fault anybody for having their opinions or wanting to support one or the other. Like, that's why we all, you know, to each their own, right? I'm totally like, I appreciate PlayStation 4 a lot more. PlayStation 3 I thought was hot garbage. Actually, my PlayStation 3 just died the other day. We had like a slight power outage for like 5 seconds, and it killed the PlayStation. Like, I've done everything. I've done all the resets, and I just, it's dead. And I barely used it. I got it. I mean, the PlayStation was probably like 5 or 6 years old, but it was disconnected. The day I got my PlayStation 4, it got disconnected, and I never put it back together or used it for a while. Then it was used as just a Blu-ray player and just a Netflix player. And my fiance was using it to play Netflix in the bedroom, and it died. So now we got to go get something else for that. So you bought a PS2 to play X-Men Legends 1 and 2? You know, I'm also still waiting for them to do the update where Xbox games are backwards compatible, because I've got to play that X-Men. I think that's the exact game I need to play. Do I play DC Universe Online on PS4? No, but DC Universe Online is the exact reason I got a PlayStation 3. Whatever the game it is, Valber, that you were telling me about that I end up buying, like, I can't wait to actually play that again once it's backwards compatible here. Yeah, it's on Xbox One now too. I tried playing it. I just don't like it. I don't like it as a game. It's not the style I would have hoped for. Sorry, I'm kind of doing two things at once here.
Oh,
So.
Kitty, I envy your problems of you.
Oh, I know the beta is later this week too. Of all the weeks to have to go to New York Comic Con. Now I'm debating going down to Comic Con on Friday, but I already booked a hotel. Maybe I'll just bring my Xbox with me. And my capture card. Who would you say, Magik or Psylocke? They're two very different game styles. I would personally choose Psylocke, but I'm not... Yeah, no problem, Valber. We'll see you. I would choose Psylocke over Magik personally, but that's not necessarily the right answer. They're both pretty cool characters. We'll see you, Peter, the cave spider. Thanks for stopping by. No, TT's not flying me there. I'm just driving down. I live outside of Boston, so New York City is about a 3 to 4 hour drive for me. Psylocke's hips don't lie. This stream's probably only going to be about an hour today, guys. I think I don't know, whatever I ate is not agreeing with me right now. Magic enhanced power is better than Psylocke's. Yeah, I don't like Psylocke's. I agree with you there, Raider Outlaws. Oh, what are you going to do now? How hurt is Derek Carr? I haven't heard anything. Seemed like it was pretty bad. I haven't even actually tried Magik yet, so I haven't seen hers. I don't really love the turret, though. Oh, yeah, Vegas, man. That's awful. Completely terrible. I mean, I just can't even put it into words. Oh, I thought you used Raiders Outlaws as a because you're a Raiders fan. I'm sorry. I did see the Red Dead Redemption trailer too. 2 trailer. It's looking great. You hear Carl be okay? Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, I was hoping he was done for the year. No, I don't wish pain or injury on anybody, but you know. If I gotta lose Edelman for a year, then everybody else can lose a good guy too. So. Oh, you live there, Travaris? Well, I mean, the guy's dead, so I think you're fine. I mean, I'm sorry. I hope all your friends and family are like accounted for and well. I mean, that's brutal. I mean, we don't obviously know anything about the dude. I think he was a lone wolf. They questioned his significant other and apparently let her go. I don't know, man. Like, I think you're fine. I mean, trust me, this happened in Boston. You know, we had the marathon bombing, and I mean, my cousin Keely was at the game, was at the Red Sox game. So like, they end the Boston Marathon right where the Red Sox play. And I mean, I was obviously thinking of her, you know. Ooh, we got Rampage Killer here about to go Prestige 3 on Omega. No, I mean, I've been to Vegas. Like, I was in Vegas in 2014. We stayed at the Golden Nugget. Not my choice. But I mean, I haven't been to Mandalay Bay, but my friend Tim was just there recently for Evo, and he wanted me to go with him. So I mean, I don't know. It's terrible. I'm just so tired of like. I'm tired of this constantly having to be a thing, you know? Like, every day it seems like there's some new atrocity that we have to deal with as a people. And it's like, I don't know how to reconcile it, you know? Like, I don't have like a good solution. Like apparently this guy had an illegal gun. Like, I mean, passing gun control further would have just made it more illegal. I don't really think anybody needs to have that type of a weapon, but I feel like there's so many people that use it responsibly, or though, like these type of weapons that people want to outlaw, they use them responsibly. Like, most, if not all, people use it responsibly. It's just that one person that doesn't, you know? I don't know, man. I just want people to start caring about people and valuing life. You know, like we are all different. You know, we're all victims of our circumstances. Like nobody gets to choose what they are when they're born. You know, so like we all bleed the same. All those cliches. I personally, I just want everybody to treat each other with respect and dignity, you know? Like, I don't care whether or not I agree with, you know, different lifestyle choices or whether or not they're choices or if it's natural is irrelevant. I don't care who you love, what you believe in, who you pray to, what color you are. None of that matters to me. You know, we're all just people. If you treat me well, I'll treat you well. That's really what it comes down to. What's happening, John O'Donovan? I don't know why people would do. I can't rationalize what, you know, sick and psychotic people do. I just can't, you know. It is hard to ask for, though, Jamel, because, like, so many people violate that mutual respect. It doesn't deter me. It doesn't change me. I am trusting to a fault. I am going to assume the best out of everybody, like, without question. But, like, there are the people that violate that and make it hard. But, like, I don't know. It's... There's no perfect answer. There really isn't. All I can do is approach my everyday life the way I would hope other people do, you know? Didn't even go to school. I mean, honestly, school in Vegas should be canceled today anyway. Like, I don't see the necessity of, like, you have a massive tragedy like that in your city limits and everything. I don't see the necessity of sending people to school, you know. I feel like everybody should stay home for a day. I mean, in the area, you know. I don't know. I just be decent to people, man. Like, it's really not hard. Everybody thinks their way is the best way, though. Too many people want to talk, not enough people want to listen. So... that's exactly... I understand what you're saying completely, Eric Coldfire. And ultimately, that's why I'm typically... Even though I'm not... I have no intention of ever owning or shooting a gun. I'm very pro-gun rights. I just don't think anybody needs these massive assault weapons, you know? Like, everybody's like, oh, well, what if the government tries to overthrow us? Then, I mean, then I guess you're screwed either way. Because if you really think having an assault rifle is going to change anything, you know, you're basically just going to take a few down with you. I mean... I don't think that really makes sense anymore. But, like, I'm okay with... Like, my dad was a Marine, so I also grew up around guns. But I also grew up in a military, you know, air base where it was a very diverse community. You know, we had people of all, you know, colors, races, religions, backgrounds from all parts of the country and world, whatever. You know, like... That's why I think it's so easy for me to just respect everybody and not really care about anything other than the substance of the person, you know? Because that's kind of like what I grew up with. I don't know. You know, the whole thank goodness there's a hurricane thing. Let me just tell you something. There are people in hurricane areas that absolutely are not remotely worried about hurricanes. And I think that is a detriment in a way. But I understand how somebody could feel that way. Because they don't, like, from their experience, all the hurricanes that they've ever had to deal with never end up being much to worry about, you know? And for most hurricanes, that's the case. Oh, thank you, Hero. My dad was a gunnery sergeant in the United States Marine Corps. Purple Heart. Served in Iran. He still thinks he's a Marine. People think his real name is Gunny. Is Acid Rain a good power? Yes, I think it is. I like the Acid Rain. But yeah, he is Mr. Marine, as most are. So he was an air traffic controller. Well, at first he was a infantry radio man. Like, he was that guy that would have the radio backpack back in the day, and he would handle all that. Then he became an air traffic controller, and then he was an instructor as an air traffic controller. So no fluid monster. Like, I just when I was in a group last night, and you know, or whenever it was. No worries. It's a double-edged sword. I tell people feel free to join my game, and it is what it is. If somebody ever joins my game and I bail on them, don't take it personally. It's not you. It's like, sometimes I do want to just kind of be alone. But it is what it is. I'm not too concerned. I understand. I would not get mad.
Oh, I've been looking forward to this.
Nah, Travaris, no big deal at all. The only reason I left the other day, I had joined Crazy Smurfs. He was streaming, and I was just trying to, like, stream bomb him. I was like, he was in the tower, and I was in there, and I was just, like, constantly, I was doing emotes constantly so that I could be in his stream. I was trying to be funny. Where the heck is he? So, no big deal. And then I just was like, alright, well, I might as well play through a couple bits with him. Sniper J. What's happening, Ice Cream Man? Thank you for being a normal supporter. I appreciate your normalness. Jay Stream Bomb Blast. Yeah, I basically found him, and he was like standing like this, and I was just constantly like doing emotes. Like I was playing as Nova, so I'd like throw Guardians of the Galaxy down, and then I would just basically do this nonstop. Do I play Overwatch? I own Overwatch. I've played Overwatch. I would not say that I play Overwatch though. First 7 years of your life was basic training? Let me just go through some gear real quick.
It's nice to have a little.
What's the question, Travaris? I got answers. Yeah, the moment of triumphs were pretty cool. Yep, I was on LEGO Worlds earlier today. Hold on. Wait, hold on. What level am I now? I'm level 41 now. how did I come up with JayShockblast? That is a fair and good question. So I used to have a website called Shockblast Media, and
Hello there.
my brother and I started the website. We were trying to think of a good name, and we decided to do Shockblast Media because we both love G.I. Joe and we both love Transformers. And there is a G.I. Joe called Shockwave and a Transformer called Shockwave, but they changed the G.I. Joe's character to Shockblast. And we just kind of liked the name, so we went with it. That is the story of JayShockblast. Snake Eyes.
What can I do?
We love Snake Eyes too, but like names like that were already taken. Like Shockwave was already taken. We were gonna do Shockwave. We were gonna do Shockwave Media, and then I would have probably been JayShockblast. But because Shockwave was both a G.I. Joe and a Transformer, but when Shockwave Media was already taken, that's when we decided to do Shockblast because it was similar and we thought it sounded cool. So I don't have Overwatch on PS4. We'll see you later, Hero. Enjoy your movie.
My, is that a cold front I feel moving in?
No, I'm sure it'll do something. Does my brother have a YouTube channel? No. He's been on a few videos here and there with me, but no YouTube video or channel for him. All right. Electric power damage. Tempest Surge. I don't think I'm using Tempest Surge.
Spider-Man, can I just say I'm glad you're not a mutant?
What's happening, Scrublord? I don't think anybody has Overwatch on PS4. Nobody seems to be responding. So, alright, we're going to go ahead and do... let's do this. Let's go do the event again. Well, welcome home from school, Scrublord. Hope you had a good day.
I cannot do that.
See, I think the more people there are, the harder the actual
Glad that's over. I was running out
event
of fury.
is. Can you do Omega Prestige with the enhanced costumes? No, you can Omega Prestige with anybody. You can get the Horseman costumes without Omega Prestiging too. So if you had the option, what team would you be on, Jay, if you had powers? X-Men, Avengers, Thunderbolt, Shield, Defenders, X-Factor. If I had, like, do I have to have a specific power to be on the team? I personally would be an Avenger. I feel like you can have a variety of abilities, abilities and powers to be an Avenger. Yeah, so all things being equal, I'd be an Avenger. Is the outfit worth getting? Just curious. Acid Rain power is worth switching out. Billion Volt Strike. I don't know. I think the allure of Acid Rain is that you can drop it multiple times and it has a pretty efficient cooldown period. I mean, I like the costume. I don't, like, if you told me I could only have one costume, this one or, hold on, the other costume. If you said I could only have this costume or Astonishing X-Men, I would choose Astonishing X-Men. But I don't know that, like, if you're a Storm fan, a Storm player, I think having Acid Rain is definitely worth it. I think you would enjoy using it as something a little bit different. But I don't know that it's a necessity. I love the Astonishing costume, to be honest with you. So you don't do Cosmic Trials. I haven't really seen the appeal in doing the Cosmic Trials. I'm sure I can do it. I've passed it on PC before. I think I'm just gonna wait and doing all that until I have my characters, like my my Omega built up, my what do you call it? The points that you spend. My Infinity points built up a little bit more. I think also once Hulk is once Hulk goes to Omega, we're talking about him adding plus 12% health. So I think that would be a good time to start doing it. I know they're easy. I don't feel like doing them. I don't really care. There's an achievement attached to it, so like you'd think I would, but so. I prefer playing on console, but it's definitely a better game on PC. Like, the graphics are obviously better. The gameplay is a little bit better. But I enjoy playing it on console because I'm a console guy. So, just give me a second here. So, anyway, let's go ahead and continue. Is Omega Prestige worth the money? I don't know, man. Like, that's a tough question to answer. I think the $80 Omega Prestige pack that they have is definitely worth the money. Personally, especially if you don't have any of the characters. Like, even if you don't have, like, one of the characters, it's worth it because you get the character, you get the costume, you get the 8,000 G. You're basically buying 8,000 G and getting everything else for free. Like, that is the only reason I would say that the $80 pack is totally worth it. I don't know about Omega Prestige in general. I mean, your character is going to become very, very beefy. So if the character is a character that you enjoy playing, it is eventually going to be a very strong character. The pack is totally worth it, though. Like, that's the one thing that bothers me is people that freak out about that basically have the sticker shock with the pack. It's a good price. Like, in the grand scheme of things, yes, it's expensive, but for $80, you're getting everything you can get with 8,000 G, plus you get the characters for free that you don't, out of the 4 that you don't have. You get extra costumes. You get all 4 of the Horseman costumes. You know, if you have all the characters, you end up getting ultimate upgrade boosts, and you get essence for their default costumes. So, the Spider-Man one, I mean, you can get this. You could get the Spider-Man one in the store. Like this one right here, I don't know how much it is, but you could get this one in the store, and it costs less money because I think it's basically $30 instead of $40. If you're a Spider-Man fan and you think you're going to play Spider-Man that much, then sure, it's worth it. It's definitely not as good a deal as the $80 pack, though. Excuse me. I'm like getting the yawns now. We've got up until I beat Elektra. We're gonna end it at Elektra. So just an FYI. And I am trying to make sure that I've caught all the comments. Would I sign the Accords if I became an Avenger? I would be Team Captain America. I think that ultimately Omega Prestige is going to change. I think there's enough negative feedback on it, even from the people that are kind of enjoying it. So I think ultimately they're going to make it a little less grindy. I don't know, man. I am a little tired today. My favorite DC hero is Atrocitus. I love Atrocitus. I like Green Lantern. I like Hawkman, Aquaman, Deathstroke, Arrow. Hawkman was my first ever favorite DC Comics character. I do like Nightwing a lot, but I like actually Red Hood more than Nightwing. I actually just got a Red Hood hat. It's pretty sick. It's like a black Batman logo, a black hat with a red like Batman logo. What's happening, David Ortiz? Are you Big Poppy? I'm a big fan if you are. I like Nightwing. I'm pretty sure I like, in the Batverse, I think like Batman is my least favorite. Red Hood, I would take Red Hood before him. I would take Damian Wayne before him. Alright, I would probably take Batman over Tim Drake. Raven is your favorite DC character? Oh, I love the Gavin. I love that costume. And it's funny because like on the forums they made such a big deal about the costume. Like, oh, when was she like that in the movies? And I actually was at like a Walmart or a Target, and I found her figure, and her figure actually looks exactly the same. No mask with ponytail. I'm intrigued to see. I have media passes for Comic-Con. I'm really intrigued to see how this all works. I don't know if there's any interview opportunities, but I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna talk to anybody that I can. So I wish. Yeah. Ugh. I think I just have a case of the yawns. I think that's my problem. I wish I could stay there longer. I just don't really... I can't really afford a hotel room in New York City for that long. And I've got other stuff I gotta do, too. I just... I'm not typically... like, even when PAX East is in Boston, I don't go to, like, all the days, so... I just don't go to enough panels, and I don't want to, like, waste my time waiting in line so long for panels. The only panel I'm definitively going to is the LEGO Marvel panel. I will absolutely be going to the LEGO Marvel Superheroes panel.
Death has come for you!
Got him.
This battle is over.
Would smash the hell out of Lady Blackhawk, though. Lady Blackhawk.
The
Who
bright
is Lady
lady
Blackhawk?
smiles upon me. Mere jokes cannot defeat evil, young man.
Oh my. If they allow me to interview Chris Hemsworth, would I freak out? No. You have to understand, I've interviewed like hundreds of people before. All sorts of different bands. I mean, I don't think I would freak out. I would probably get nervous. Who have I interviewed from bands? I've interviewed Zakk Wylde. I've interviewed Jason Newsted. I've interviewed Kerry King from Slayer. I've interviewed Seven Dust. I've interviewed Machine Head. I've interviewed... I'm just trying to think. Thrice. I've interviewed Thursday. I've interviewed... Coheed and Cambria, Slipknot. I've interviewed Killswitch Engage a bunch of times. I've interviewed, geez, there's a lot of people, man. I'd have to like go back and kind of look. It's been a while. So I interviewed Zach Wilde over the phone, but I have met Zach Wilde. That was probably one of the cooler interviews that I actually did, because like his air conditioning kept dying, and it kept like whenever it died, it cut out the phone. So he had to call me back like 5 times, and it was like literally him dialing the number. So. Yeah, that was back in the days of like no cell phones. These are like handheld phones.
Perfect.
Hold on, let me see if I can find a picture real quick. Hold on one sec. Jay with bands. There you go, right there. Me and Zach Wilde. Many moons ago. What's happening, Jeff Jackson? Welcome to the stream. I'm the only one that went the wrong way. I did have eyes, but Zach Wilde stole them from me. I appreciate that, Valver. Yeah. Hold on. Let me delete this. Let's see what other cool one I have that I can show off real quick. Yeah, this one. Me and Jason Newstead. So, and we've got. Add image. What's another cool one that I could show? Here's me and Corey Taylor from Slipknot. So, and then maybe I got another one real quick, and then we'll move on. What other really cool one do I have? Ah, here we go. Boom. Me and Phil Anselmo from Pantera. So. Anyway, there we go. Yeah, Marvel Heroes isn't really... The reason I love streaming Marvel Heroes is because it's really low pressure, low stress. That's why I play it on like the easier difficulty. Open up, you're at the door. Hold on.
I tell you, Storm, you sure put the her in hurricane.
Wait, you're all the way ahead of me? I don't understand what you mean. Yeah, the stream's ending after I beat Elektra. My fiance will be home from school soon, so I like to try to greet her. Also, my new phone case is sitting at my door right now. So, we'll see you later, ice cream. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's still weird to say. I'm not gonna lie. I think she feels the same way. We're already at the point of, I think we're both tired of people asking us if we've picked a date yet. Do I have advice on artifacts and metals for Storm? I honestly do not focus very much on that stuff. I would definitely consider myself a bit of a min-maxer. I try to max out everybody. So, like, I don't even worry about gear for a long time. Like, I probably am long overdue to look at gear. Obviously, you want to... Anything that focuses on, like, critical hit is probably good. I don't think she's really a brutal strike person, so... anything that adds defense or health is good. You might want to pick one that adds whatever her spirit power is. On your free time or Mask Cortana, what her name means. All of the kids with the pumped up kicks. So we're just gonna battle all these guys. Nice. Congrats, Jamel. I'm very close with Nova. Nova is about to hit level 4 on his legendary. It's funny because you used to be able to max out on PC. You can max out a legendary in like 1.5 prestiges. You can also go 0 to 60 in some cases in like 20-30 minutes. Like if you pick the right event with the right amount of XP boost, you can take a character like Black Bolt. I took Black Bolt all the way to red level 60 the first day that he came out on PC. Am I excited for Hellboy? Absolutely. How far would I get with Omega Prestige? I don't think I will ever get a maximum Omega Prestige character, even Nova. I don't think I play enough. You have to play one character pretty much extensively, and I like, as much as I love Nova, like I like to differentiate my streams. After I do Magik, after I do a stream with Magik as her with her Horseman costume, I'm gonna do a Sam Alexander stream. So like, but after that, it's like, when am I gonna really stream Nova again? Because there's so much other stuff, you know. You know, in my
Welcome to our
in the video that I just made. Oh my God, my dog just farted so hard. In the video I just made about Black Bolt coming to, October 5th, I actually snuck in a screenshot making fun of Sam Alexander, and nobody called it. Like nobody like commented on that, and I thought I was being pretty cheeky, but apparently I'm not as funny as I think I am. Which, to be fair, Becky tries to tell me all the time, but Thor is my lockjaw, but his power is hard farts. And begging for treats. I can't disagree with that. Yeah, but I snuck in like a screenshot of him and I made fun of it. There's like a screenshot of Sam Alexander's costume, and underneath it said, like this scrub. You didn't see that coming.
Impossible.
I'm gonna say, okay, Quicksilver. Yeah, I think with the console, you can go 0 to 60 in about 2 hours-ish with maximum boostage on the first try. But from there it gets a little bit harder. No, I agree with you completely, Valkyrie. He should not have died. As a matter of fact, I think they're going to bring him back to life in Infinity War. I think Wanda's going to freak out and find a way.
Lady be praised. Exactly what I need.
Hey, I was headmaster of the school for a minute, so technically I have the authority to do what I want.
Did Fury send you?
There have been a lot of people in the Buffy universe. That's funny. I killed Dupe. He gave me lots of stuff. Maybe if he didn't give me lots of stuff, I wouldn't kill him. I can't believe Storm is about to be my highest ranked character.
I cannot do that. Away with you all! I should save my wrath for those who earn it.
I don't know why I'm fighting these ants.
I cannot do that.
Our numbers are endless.
Where'd he go? Did we kill him?
I didn't do that.
Oh, we must have killed him. Yeah, the stream is almost over, but we've been going for a little over an hour, so I would like to try to keep the streams closer to an hour than 2 hours. 2 hours is, I mean, I know that there are people that stream for like 14 hours in a row. I don't think I could ever do that. I'll look into the Cortana thing. Probably not on the stream. I don't have anything to, I don't have a, what do you call it? the connect anymore.
I cannot do that. Your fate is sealed.
24-hour stream incoming. Yeah, right, man. I don't think I could handle that.
You cannot escape.
Wow, somebody wrecked her.
Congrats. You just got beat by me.
It's always the smallest things that cause...
Oh, I don't believe this. Is it a surprise party? I love surprise parties.
Not exactly.
Yeah, it's like I see both ways. I see both sides of it. Like, but I feel like people are more likely to watch after if it's not as long. So let's go ahead and we'll do a screenshot up here real quick. If anybody wants in on the action.
The bright lady smiles upon our meeting.
All right.
The bright lady smiles upon our meeting.
Let's hold this. Ha, there we go. I'll get one more.
The bright lady smiles upon our meeting.
And that's that. So, I'll be streaming again this week. So, but thank you, Joe. I appreciate you saying that. Maybe I'll stream again later tonight. We'll see what happens. But most of all, I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see ya.